Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I just imagine that all of you guys are watching this in the morning because that's when I'm recording it. So I am 9 months post VSG surgery. If you guys missed that journey, go back, look at my other videos. I have quite a bit that I share about it. And I just cannot believe that it's been 9 months. And so I thought I would just do kind of like a day in the life vlog. I have to order groceries today. So I thought I'd do like a little grocery haul to show you guys what I'm eating 9 months post-op. So for breakfast, for a while, I was really into like egg stuff, like, sounds like sexual. I was really into eating, oh my gosh, now it's all gonna sound sexual, whatever I say. For a long time, I was eating eggs like almost every single day after post-op. And then when the seasons changed, it just wasn't sounding good. Like when it went from summer to fall, it just started not sounding good. So then I went to like my oatmeal, where I literally had that for almost like every single day for a while there. But now eggs and like bacon and kind of more like savory meals are sounding good again. So that's what I'm making for breakfast. I'm just doing some bacon. I have some asparagus I'm gonna throw in there. And some eggs. So I'm gonna just make me some breakfast before I finish getting ready. I have just kind of my normal day job that I'm working today. I can't believe it's Christmas this Sunday from when I'm filming. But yeah, I cannot believe it's Christmas. It's been so interesting this like holiday year. Or like going through the holidays this year because I've really made an intentional effort to keep it really like low key, easy, chill. But it's interesting because my body has still been like so tired. Like I've just been so tired. I've been noticing that like I've been kind of getting triggered by things a bit more easily or feeling like kind of overwhelmed more easily. And I just think it's so interesting that this is the first year I've really been intentional about really like relaxing and just like giving my body rest. And yet my body is like still remembering all of the other 26 years where it wasn't that way, where it was very like chaotic and a lot was going on. So yeah, I've just been feeling like not very motivated to do much. Like I've just been kind of doing the bare minimum of what I've needed to do. Which is good. Like that's fine with me. But yeah, so if anybody else is feeling that way around the holidays, like especially if maybe this year is one you are allowing more rest, I just comment below. Do you find that to be the same? Because I think it's just for the first time my body just has time to decompress, but it's not just decompressing from this last year. It's decompressing, like I said, from the last 26 years where it's been so crazy all the time. So anyway, just something interesting that I've noticed. And then the other thing I've been thinking about is just how much I freaking hate New Year's resolutions. I'm just talking for myself. Like, I just hate them. I think it's because for so long, it was like a conduit to shame in my life where it would be like, okay, and performance too. Like, if I don't lose 100 pounds this year, I fail. That's my New Year's resolution. Or, trying to think of like what other ones. That was like a big one for me one year. It's like, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds this year. And my body just wasn't ready for that yet. Wasn't the right time. So I was like just setting myself up for failure because it wasn't going to happen. I guess for me, a lot of my New Year's resolutions have been around like weird diets, stuff that I don't know. That's why I have like a bad, I guess, feel for New Year's resolutions. I think setting goals are cool. Like in 2023, there's going to be just like a lot of cool things happening, and I'm so stoked for that. I guess the thing is my worth isn't dependent on achieving those goals anymore. Or I feel like that connotation of New Year's resolutions in the past for me it's been associated more with performance. And if I don't meet or achieve those goals, then I'm a failure and I'm worth nothing. And that's not true. So yeah, looking forward to 2023. I don't really have any New Year's resolutions because I'm realizing as I'm talking how much I hate that term. But I do have big dreams. I do have big goals. So I'm excited for that. But for now, I'm going to finish my breakfast. I have a meeting coming up for my day job that I'm going to attend. And then I'll take you around with me for the rest of the day. All right, well, it's been a busy morning. I was thinking I would take you guys around more, but it's already almost noon. I had some work meetings, and it just goes to show like my intentions of eating a certain way are always there, or like I kind of have a plan of what I'd like to eat, but sometimes I don't, plan as well. The day gets kind of, out of my hands a little bit, and so all I've eaten is that little egg scramble I made and I'm working on my coffee right now. Ideally, I would have had probably like some oatmeal and yogurt kind of combination. Maybe I'll do that for lunch. I'll kind of see what sounds good when I get home. But yeah, it's been a great day. I've been getting filled in other ways, just not food necessarily. So I'm going to go back home and I'll show you what I end up having for lunch.
Hey Ted, do you like being out here in the cold?
All right, I just got done with my lunch. I had leftover prime rib. I know, so fancy for like a lunch, but I had prime rib, garlic mashed potatoes, and some veggies, so it was really good. It's been a busy day. I was thinking today, like I used to look at my like work calendar and I would know the days that would be really busy, and I would kind of like work myself up in a way like where I would just feel apprehensive about it and nervous about everything that was coming up. And now I just don't really do that. Like it's been a busy day and I feel like I've been in the right place at the right time doing what I'm supposed to be doing in more of like a big purpose, big picture kind of way. And so I feel like this season that I'm entering into is definitely one that's going to hold a lot more things, a lot more experiences, and it's going to be for a bigger purpose. And that's really cool. I think the stuff that would really grind on me before was the stuff that I would do just to please other people, or because I felt like I needed to do it, or I felt like my worth was dependent on it. And so it's just really freeing not doing that stuff anymore, and just being where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there. And that's what I feel like I'm just called to do. Like I just show up and God does the rest. Like I don't need to like worry about it so much. So that's what helps make days like these that are busy feel good and peaceful still, is because I'm operating from a source that's like a lot bigger than me. And if I have in the past operated just from myself, and that's when I get really burnt out and exhausted. And so yeah, I'm just really thankful for that. So a couple updates from my surgery. So 9 months ago was when I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I didn't even realize it had been 9 months until I got an email from my bariatric program doing like a check-in to see like, oh, how are you doing? And so I'm doing really well. I feel like I've been eating what my body needs. I've still been kind of taking more of that intuitive approach. I have backlogged a couple of my meals in my FitnessPal just to kind of see like what my calories are tracking at. And I'm usually hitting between anywhere from like 14 to 1600 calories a day, just depending on what I'm eating, which I'm really happy with. That works well for my body right now. Eventually, I'd like to work that up a bit more just to get more nutrition for hopefully, pregnancy and breastfeeding whenever that comes. So far, so good. Yeah, 9 months is looking great. I'm down about 95 pounds since my highest weight in December of 2021. And I'm just feeling really good. So I'm going to jump on this meeting and I'll catch back up with you guys later. All right, it is 4 p.m. I'm off work. It's been a busy day. and I have not eaten nearly enough food of what's ideal and what I normally like to eat. So I'm gonna be doing just a little protein shake using this Fruity Pebbles protein powder. I freaking love this stuff. Like a lot of times with protein powders, I have to like add it into smoothies if I'm gonna like it and stuff like that. But this, it just tastes like Fruity Pebble milk. So I just literally add it to water and with some ice in it. So I'm just gonna make one for me and Dylan. I'm really trying to be more intentional with getting good quality ingredients into my diet and just being more intentional with like adding more protein, because the thing when you get vertical sleeve gastrectomy or any kind of bariatric surgery, you just have not as much room in your stomach, obviously, to work with. And so it's finding creative ways to get nutrition and hydration like in water in. And so this protein drink is a great way to do that, where I'm gonna get nutritional value from the protein powder and I'll get some of my water intake in as well. So I'm trying to add at least one protein drink in a day, just to be, again, more intentional about it. I'll give an aerial perspective of the groceries. Normally I would set it all out for you guys and, you know, kind of get a better view, but we're friends now. I feel like, you know, the first couple times I have friends come over, I make the house look really presentable, but after those like 2 visits tops, I mean, sometimes it's not even an introductory 2 visits, like you're gonna come to my house, it's gonna be lived in. I'm not gonna have the throw pillows done. So that's kind of where I feel like we are in our relationship, where I could like lay everything out and make it all nice, but I'm just gonna do an aerial view of what we have going on for groceries. So here we go. All right, so we got some Cheerios, Milton's crackers, RX bars. Those are mainly for Dylan. Sometimes I'll do Cheerios if I'm wanting a little snack. I'll do that with like some Fairlife milk. We got, of course, my yogurt that I'm obsessed with, that I use in everything. We have some sourdough bread. We have some onions. We got all the milk that you could ever want. Vanilla, or not vanilla, regular and chocolate. We have some potatoes and salmon. I'm gonna do salmon and baked potatoes. Like baked potatoes have just been sounding real good lately, so we'll do that for dinner one night. We have some ham and chicken breast to do like sandwiches and stuff. More yogurt, some sour cream. Normally I usually sub Greek yogurt, like plain Greek yogurt for sour cream, but I'm gonna be doing, I think I might make it tonight, like a beef stroganoff. And I feel like, I don't know, for me in beef stroganoff, you can't sub it. Like I feel like sour cream is a must. So that's what that's gonna be for. We have some chicken thighs that will marinate. We have some cream cheese that I'm gonna do a fun cookie, like a sugar cookie bar for the holidays. So I wanted kind of like a cream cheese frosting for that. Asparagus, a couple bananas, mushrooms for our beef stroganoff. And that's about it. So yeah, quite a few things that we needed this time around. All right, so I'm kind of doing a couple things at the same time. I feel like normally when I vlog, it's kind of like I'm more in like a zen place and like, I don't know, just like more chill. But I even considered today, like part way through, like, should I keep filming? Because it just has been more of a chaotic day. But I'm like, you guys have chaotic days too. Like, it shouldn't matter. So here I am with chaos again. I just made some oatmeal, my cinnamon roll oatmeal. And I'm gonna have that before I go to the gym. But I'm also starting on my beef stroganoff. It's getting pretty toasty in there. I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. And I'm gonna get that done and just like have it hang out in the pot, so that way when we get back from the gym, it'll be all ready to go. I won't have to do much. We can just eat it and enjoy. So I'm gonna get that together and then we'll be on our way to the gym. What did I just do? I'll clean that up in a minute. Right now, I'm gonna focus on cutting mushrooms. That's the one thing I'm gonna focus on right this second. We'll get to the rest. I don't know why, it's just sometimes I get like kind of just in my head and like this sense of urgency about things, and it's like even right now as I'm filming this, for whatever reason, I just feel like stressed out about it, like, and kind of panicked and like, and it's funny because like logically, I know there's nothing to be panicked about. Like, I'm making dinner, I'm fueling my body. It's not like I'm in a stressful situation, but it's like I just kind of get tripped up in my head. And I think part of that is one of the things that I've been learning a lot in my body is that it keeps track of things that my conscious mind doesn't keep track of. And it was really interesting over the Thanksgiving holiday, just noticing how my body was just a bit more stressed and uptight, and I just kind of had this same feeling. And Christmas is coming up, and I think that's part of it also. It's just Christmas has always been a stressful time in a lot of ways, bouncing around to different family members' houses, having, odd family dynamics. And for me, when I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now, it's really helpful to just acknowledge it and say, gosh, I'm just feeling like stressed out and panicked. Like, where is that coming from? And even just like acknowledging it right now, I feel a lot better. Like, it's just weird how that works. Like, my body will get just stressed out, and then typically in the past, how that has come out for me is then I start getting short with people and blaming people and taking out my body's stress in unhealthy ways. And I'm excited, or it's nice, like being able to just acknowledge it more and take it out in more healthy ways. So it's like right now coaching myself through and going, it's gonna be okay. My body has had a lot my body has had a lot happen just today alone, not to mention all of the other years that it's remembering. It's okay to have some grace and to just be like, you know what, it is what it is, and what are some things I can do to support it? So for one, acknowledging that I'm feeling this way, that it's okay to feel this way, that there's good reason why I feel this way, that's really helpful. And I can already feel like my body feeling more safe and secure just in that acknowledgement alone. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna just focus on finishing making dinner, and then I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym. I'm gonna fuel my body with this bomb, I was gonna say meatloaf, this bomb oatmeal that I made. And it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. My body is in a safe environment now than where it was maybe at another year at this time. It's gonna be okay. So that's what I do, just to I already feel so much better. I'm gonna just finish dinner, getting that going, stick with the plan that I had, We'll go to the gym. I think my body just has some excess energy that it needs to get out, so that's gonna be helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this. I have been loving these one pot meals where it's like a pasta that fits in my stomach fine. Like I do great with pasta, but I just really try to add more to make it more like nutritionally dense. And so I usually will add like some form of bone broth and let the noodles cook in that. So that way I'm getting more protein with that. We have lean beef or ground beef in here. So this is gonna be a very yummy and hearty one pot easy dinner. The other thing that helps me when my body is feeling panicked and stressed out is just by being goofy. Who doesn't love a goofy time? And you know what? I think sometimes when I take myself too seriously, that's when some of that panic kind of starts to come up. So sometimes you just gotta pretend like you're the strongest person in the world, and pretend that instead of spaghetti you're breaking, it's really a giant steel beam. That's what I'm pretending. So, you know, that helped. My body already feels better too. Now just it's like, dude, I don't have to be so serious all the time. It's okay. Everything will be all right. So I'm gonna let this steel, what did I call it? A steel beam. I'm gonna let this steel beam simmer and cook. And I'm gonna go get ready in my gym outfit. Okay guys, it's the next day. It was nice last night just to like chill. I had some awesome dinner. I went to the gym. That felt really nice to move my body. I cuddled with the corgs. I did some crocheting, and so I really just and I went to bed early. I went to bed at like 8:30, which is like early for me. And it just felt really nice to just kind of decompress, allow my body to rest and chill. And I've had a little bit more time to kind of think about more of like my stress response that happened yesterday. And I'm actually really glad I got it on camera. I haven't watched it back yet, but I was thinking like what I hope is that it's helpful for you guys. Like the holidays just bring up a lot of weird stuff. And I've just been really surprised this year because I've been so intentional about like being chill and like relaxing, that I've felt those stress responses. But something I tell people often, and I had to like remind myself of this, is that when we actually allow our bodies to settle and rest, and when they actually feel safe, that's sometimes when those stress responses come up the most, because our body is finally safe enough to express those. Just reflecting on yesterday, I had a lot of really cool things that happened, and I think there's two different pieces to it. I think one piece is I feel like in my life, I'm just entering into like a lot of really cool and exciting opportunities and things. And from the past, I've seen that when I'm entering into something like that, the darkness just tries to grab onto my heels and like pull me back. And I think that was kind of what was happening yesterday, where things just felt hard because I know that I'm entering into something that's really cool and I'm excited. So I think that's one part of it. And I think the other part of it is just kind of what I said, in that my body, for the first time in 27 years, I've given it permission to feel safe. I've given it the opportunity to rest and relax. And with that, hard emotions are gonna come, and I'm just grateful that I feel safe enough to like experience that for the first time in my life in a lot of ways. If you experience that during this holiday season, just know you're not alone. And maybe it's similar in that it's your body is feeling safer too. And that's really cool, and that's a really cool blessing. And maybe your body's not at that point yet to feel safe, and you're kind of still in that hyper vigilant, kind of just going with the flow, getting through the holidays. And I get that too. I was in that space for a long time as well. yeah, I know the holidays like are painted to be like this fun and exciting time, and I think that there can be a lot of that, and I'm hoping to have that as well. I guess I just wanted to be real and show that the holidays can be really hard too, and that's okay. And it's okay to like move through those emotions and acknowledge them, and it's all good. It's good to feel emotions, and so that's something that I'm still learning. So I feel like I don't know, I guess it feels kind of funny to be like Merry Christmas like as I'm crying, but Merry Christmas. You know what? I don't care. It's like I wanted to do this YouTube channel to show the reality of my growth, and this is the reality. So if you're feeling similarly, cool. If not, cool. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I have some fun, other fun videos that I'm working on that I'm excited to share. But until then, happy holidays, everybody, no matter what you celebrate. I love you all. So have a good one.